If you want to keep donating, you can keep donating throughout the week. We've reached the £850 mark. Oh my god. So it's the end of day 1 for the ration challenge, and I'm actually not feeling too hungry right now. It's about 10:30. I've just come home from work. I did have a headache for an awful lot of today, which is probably from a lack of coffee. But I did use up one of my 8 tea bags, and I was really good, and I used the same tea bag for like 3 or 4 cups of tea. I did forget that I'm not allowed milk, and I don't really like tea without milk, it turns out. But that was okay, it helped the headache a little bit, so that was good. But I'll show you what I made eventually. It took me a while to make food. This was my lunch, which is actually quite a lot. It's basically just lentils and rice, with a bit of paprika, which was my spice, and salt, which I earned from making enough money on the challenge. And then my dinner was this much rice, just plain rice, with salt. Not great. Struggled to eat that one. That wasn't... Not a fan of plain rice. But my mum helped me make flatbreads. It was an entire fiasco this morning, when I realised I'm terrible at cooking. I'm on day 2 of the ration challenge, and still feeling okay at the minute. Used one of my 8 tea bags, so I have 6 left now, and I made about 4 cups of tea out of the same tea bag, so that's pretty good. They can be reused way more than I thought they could. I made most of the food for today yesterday, and completely ruined it by putting it in the fridge, and it all went solid and absolutely horrible. So this was my lunch that I just couldn't get through because it was awful. But my mum managed to kind of mould the rice into little circles and fry it up. So that was pretty good. And I'm going to do that again for dinner tonight with some more rice. And I'm going to add some of my protein, which is bacon, so small bits of bacon, and just frying it up. But at the minute, I feel fine, not too hungry. Everything is going okay so far. I think it's probably going to start getting harder later on in the week. I do keep getting headaches, but that's probably just a lack of coffee because I drink a lot of coffee normally. And I'm going to go target shooting tonight, which is a very difficult sport if you can't concentrate, so it's really focused on being able to focus, which evidently I'm already struggling with. So that might be hard later tonight, but so far so good. And I hit the £850 mark today, which means I can buy something worth up to £3. Probably thinking a coffee shop latte would be good for me. That would probably help quite a lot. Or a chocolate bar, or a packet of crisps, something simple. So right at the start of day 1, I thought I would make some flatbreads as a snack for the next 3 days. It's pretty simple, the recipe. It's just some flour and water, but due to the fact that I can't cook, I messed it up and managed to get all of the measurements wrong and put way too much water in and not enough flour, and then I was really worried that I would end up using all of my flour. My mum managed to fix it, keeping within the rationed amount, so that was good. But I imagine that if I was trying to do this on my own without the support of my family and friends with some recipes and cooking help, I would really, really struggle, because I can't even make a batter for flatbread. So yeah, even if I'm eating the same as a refugee would, I'm definitely a lot luckier in the people that are around me and the things I have in my kitchen just to make it a bit easier. Even as simple as weighing things out properly. I have all of the equipment to be able to do that, and I still got it wrong, so couldn't imagine what it would be like to try and do that in a camp with significantly less support around. That would just be so difficult. There would be a lot of days where you wouldn't have very much to eat at all, just because you've messed up on the rations, or you eat something which is absolutely horrible, and not properly cooked, just because you can't do anything else and you've only got that much and you can't let it go to waste. Very lucky to have my mum and the rest of the family around to help with all of the cooking tips and trying to fix things when I inevitably make massive mistakes. So the donations can keep going throughout the week if you want to keep helping out. We've reached £850 so far, which is absolutely incredible. I'm gonna try and push to get to that £900 mark. It would be insane to see so many people donating so much, getting so close to that £1,000 mark. Please keep donating. The link will be in the description box below and also on my Instagram, Facebook, Twitter and TikTok. So yeah, keep donating, keep sharing if you can. Trying my best. Meal's going okay. Not losing my mind just yet. So yeah, big thumbs up. I'm gonna keep going.